Darko here. So recently I had a question asked to me about what are my priorities about streaming and such. So for me it was all about like streaming for fun because I enjoy it also and chatting with people when I used to stream, and also building a community so I could help and support others as well who are going through struggles and give them tips and everything, how to help them, how to stream, and also how to make videos as well. So I make videos. Anyways, so for the streaming part, when I used to stream, I started off first on Twitch, and I didn't know what I was doing. So when I started first streaming, I was just kind of streaming any game, and mostly not like the famous games that are popular games that everybody plays. So that's one thing you shouldn't do unless you really enjoy that game and you do it for fun, go ahead. But if you're trying to grow, it's mostly trying to stream other games that people are not really playing, and could be retro games or whatever you want, but don't stream the same game all the time. Um, and for that, I would be streaming a lot of retro games for me as well, besides the games that I like to play. And if you do like streaming a lot, it's good. I know a lot of people that stream on Twitch and they enjoy it. Some people do grow on Twitch. It's a little bit hard to grow on Twitch, especially now these days. It was a little bit easier back then, but now it's a lot harder because Twitch doesn't really, um, like YouTube, throw a lot of algorithm at you when your channel or your thing's doing good. So in that case, if you do decide to stream on Twitch, it's good, to start off there, get the hang of it. And if you decide to do it on Kick or Rumble, I do it on Rumble, but I mostly do it for building a community. I don't really do it for building a big audience or anything like that. But um, for me, I will say the best platform to stream on right now is on YouTube. But if you're just getting started and don't know how to stream or anything, I will just pretty much go on Twitch just to get used to streaming and talking to people. Make sure you always look at your chat. If you don't have anything, I say you probably, because most people don't only have an Xbox or a console, so the best thing to use is a phone, a cell phone, or a tablet to keep your chat open on there. Pretty much very easy to use, for those who don't know how to use it. Because when I first started, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't even pop that up before until I finally noticed that people are chatting. So it's good to have a cell phone or a tablet or something, and always keep an eye on your chat as much as possible. Even look at it, and always talk and talk and talk, even if you're talking by yourself, because you're gonna have to do that a lot sometimes, especially when you're barely starting. You still have to build up your audience, until you start chatting with people. So a lot of people like to hear that. They don't mostly like to hear somebody just playing a game and all quiet. But yeah. And you got to be careful who you bring on your stream too, because some people might like you, but they might not like the people you're playing with. Or if you do like playing with the people you're playing with, mute them on first stream, and then you can still listen to them on your headset. But yeah, that's one thing too as well. Um, but mostly I say it's good to stream on Twitch to start off. After that, if you're trying to get more notice and you're really trying to grow on the streaming platform, I say you go to YouTube. But the only thing about YouTube, there is a lot of like restrictions, so you have to like watch out for a lot of copyrights. That's one big problem that a lot of people have. Even if it's on games, there's a lot of copyrights, music. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's just how it is. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would just probably stream on Twitch first, and depending on what you really want to do, what's your goal? For me, it was just building a community for myself so I could help and support, and they could also support me. I wanted to build a chill cool, no drama, anything like that on my community, and do the best I can do to help them as well. And you know you gotta kind of think about why do you want to do it for? Is it just for fun? Is it you're gonna take it more serious? So yeah, but yeah, I would just probably start off on Twitch or Rumble or Kick, but mostly on Twitch just because you'll kind of understand a little bit more and there's a lot more interaction with the chatters they could do. Excuse me. And then on the other platforms there is and there isn't. So they don't have a whole lot of things you could do. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I drink water. But yeah, most likely you'll probably want to shit, give me a second. Talking a little too much. Sorry. So you'll most likely want to start off on Twitch. Is the easiest one to work with and to use to start off, especially with your consoles now these days. So everybody can use Twitch from their consoles now. And now these days they have like even Discord through your console, so it's a lot easier to use that. Um, I would just use that. If you don't know how to use it, there's a lot of videos out there how to set up your Xbox or your PlayStation to the Twitch. Um, I used to have one back in the day, but I need to probably make another one again. Um, but yeah, so you got to think about what you really want to do. Excuse me. What's the reason behind why you're streaming? And also, if you want to take it to the next level, you want to start streaming on YouTube or something. I do not recommend multi-streaming. Multi-streaming, in my opinion, it's mostly more for people that have a big audience. If you have a big audience, it's good to multi-stream. Yeah, you'll get to other people, you know, and people will know that you're on other platforms of streaming and everything, but the problem is that some people only stick to one. And sometimes when people are streaming, for example, on Twitch and YouTube, they're gonna go one or the other. They're not gonna be doing both. Right? They might jump once in a while to watch you on either YouTube or Twitch, right? For example, um, but they're gonna stick to one. So, especially to watch you stream if they really want to watch you stream or support you. So you got to think about it. So if you really want to start streaming, it's good that you start with one platform first and then move on to the next one, and stick with it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a grind, but always try something different. Always try something new. Don't be afraid to explore and try a different game or anything, a different way of doing things. It's always good because you never know. And now these days, things are changing very fast. So you might be doing something that people like and people enjoy, and you found something new for yourself. But yeah, um you got to make sure you always keep up with your chat 100%, and always, if there's trolls or anything like that, don't interact with them on the chat. Just either block them, take them off. It's better because it'll make you look bad. People start thinking that you're, even if they're talking crap or whatever, it doesn't matter. But just better to block them, kick them out, move on to the next because it's not worth your time. But yeah, it's mostly all about, interacting, of course, with the audience and everything, and then watching you play your favorite game and everything that the audience used to play back then and all that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of interaction with the chat. That kind of what makes it more fun for the audience, giving that time for the chatter and making sure you're always on top of that. But yeah, it's mostly all fun, always streaming. It is very draining for sure, especially if you're streaming for hours. I don't recommend streaming for hours. I do recommend probably streaming from at the most. I don't even recommend this, but at the most probably 3 hours. But if it was me, I will only stream for 1 or 2 hours max. That's good enough time, you know. I don't think people need to watch you for 3 hours unless they're like live there and you're going, and that's okay. But I wouldn't stream longer than that, you know. But yeah, it's mostly all about interacting with the audience all the time. And if you do decide to move on to the next step, go to YouTube and start streaming there. You just got to be careful with the music of the game if it's not copyright. And if you're too worried about the music being copyright in the game, just turn it off if there's the option for that. Turn off the music of the game. I know it'll be probably kind of boring, but if you're worried about getting copyrights or whatever, or find out, you know, there is way of muting the some of the things, but you know, it works, but it's gonna mute your part of your videos on YouTube, so that's also like not so good. But it is if you don't want to get a copyright. But yeah, I mean, that's what people were asking me, like questions about this, and I just decided to do a video on this because see if it helps anybody out. Because for me, nobody showed me how to stream, nobody told me anything. I just kind of tried it out, and there you go. And I just kind of find out on my own and my own experience how to stream and everything. But you know, at least streaming for the basic things, you know, there's more to it. There's OBS and everything. If you use a capture card, that's a whole different story, you know. I got to make a whole different video for that because there's a lot to it, you know, depending how far you want to go as well, and how do you want to sound, professional or whatever, you know. So yeah, there's you're always going to make mistakes regardless of what you're doing. Nothing's perfect, you know, so don't put yourself down if you do a mistake or if you said something wrong, you know. It's okay, you know. Just move along, you know, because it happens. You're always going to do mistakes, but remember, you got to learn from them at least. Don't repeat your mistakes all the time. But yep. Well, this is the video I just wanted to make for somebody in the community. What are your priorities about streaming and everything? But yeah, it's mostly that. I say there's not really a lot to it, and like terms as like complicated, it's just pretty much keeping interaction, like I said before, with your audience. That's pretty much it. And you got to remember what's your goal of this whole thing, you know. So some people just do it for fun, like I said, you know, they just stream for fun. And some people do it to stream, they want to get famous, be a big streamer. Or some people do it to build a community like I do. That's what I mostly use it for, because I keep my Rumble and YouTube separate, very different. So over there I just make videos, and Rumble I just stream for fun to build a community. And also I stream with my friends and to play with them different games and everything for fun. But yeah, hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. Like I said, I do have a community, but I don't let a lot of people in my community. I kind of just pick and choose because I don't want a lot of toxic people in my community. I don't like any drama. I don't like any of that crap. So I pretty much have a good amount size of community, I'll say. And if you're wanting to grow or anything, if you're interested, make sure you leave a comment below. I'll get in contact with you on Discord. Leave your Discord name, and if you want to grow, I could probably you know, teach you a few tricks about how to grow on YouTube and Twitch, at least from my experience. And yeah, well, hopefully you have a great day. Take care, everybody. Till next time. Thank you. Bye.